All right, three, two, one, let's get it. Over the next 7 episodes, I want to give you a gift. And this gift is not just something that I talk about, but it's what I do in my own life and what I use with the people that I coach. And so this is going to be for you a 7-day reset. This isn't some sort of challenge. Like right now, where I'm recording this, we're about to end the year. And so this isn't some sort of, because you're going to hear a lot of challenges out there. This isn't a 7-day challenge. This is a calibration for you. And it's built around what I call a 3x5 method. And this is a simple and powerful method. It's 3x5. There are 5 life skills applied across 5 areas of your life, anchored by 5 daily activities, daily disciplines, if you will. Sometimes discipline has a bad word, so I like to say activities instead. And this is like my daily operating system. And it works because it's not overwhelming. It actually customizes to your life. So how I use it and the way I use it, you're going to find over the coming episodes, it perfectly adapts for you because it fits into your world. And so if you feel that you're kind of stalled out, that you're frustrated, that you're a little bit out of alignment, you know those times, man, where you're just like, bro, it's just not quite in sync. Like I just feel a little off. This is going to help you, man. So the 5 life skills. There are skills, life skills that you use every single day. You probably have never labeled them. And so if you look over your life where you lack some success, let me just use that, then it's probably because you're not using some of these life skills. You've stopped using these skills. And that's what's good about these life skills. It isn't something that you already have them inside. You just probably haven't worked them or have stopped working these things. So there are 5 life skills. They all start with the letter C. Number 1, communication. Communication starts with you, how you communicate with yourself. And let me tell you this, how you communicate with yourself, you've already communicated that to the world. You have. So communication with yourself is key. The better you communicate with yourself. And again, this is something I use every single day. These are the skills that literally saved my life. Back in 2017, man, I was at rock bottom. Like so much so I was ready to check out of here. And it was developing these skills. I learned these skills along the way. I didn't read about them or anything like that. I'm sure it's just from a bunch of reading. And these things God just bubbled these things up in my life. So communication is number 1. Curiosity. Okay, are you asking questions or do you walk around in your day just making statements, judgment about everything? Creativity. Of course we want more things. If only I had these things. No. The creativity is when you lack the resources, do you get resourceful? Do you use what you already have? The 4th skill, continuous learning and action. It's not enough to learn, but it's also you got to apply it, which is why I'm a fan of the random reading. Bite-sized, apply it, bite-sized, apply it. And you just keep doing that because there's so much more out there that you don't know than you do know. So you got to be a know at all. I don't know at all. And so it is that continuous learning and then applying it. Just the day is a lab, man. It's a playground, and this keeps a playfulness about you. And then the 5th one is productive confrontation. There are things internally and externally that you need to confront. Got to confront those things. So when you're consistently using these life skills every day, you'll be RFA, ready for anything. Do I know everything? No. Am I ready for anything? Absolutely. Based on how I use the skills of communication, curiosity, creativity, continuous learning and action, and productive confrontation. See, there are 3 problems we all face in life: adversity, uncertainty, and complacency, which is why I called the podcast, What's Your Problem? Adversity, uncertainty, and complacency. Don't matter. We've never met before. We're all dealing with one more or all of them. adversity, uncertainty, and complacency. And so these skills help you embrace uncertainty, handle the adversity, and you don't let complacency. Complacency is always going to be there, but you don't let it set in. Okay? It's going to sneak in. You don't let it set in. Now, there are 5 areas in your life for a full body life. They all start with the letter F. So your skills all start with the letter C. Your areas in life all start with the letter F. That's how you get a full body life. All right? Your faith, your family, your fitness, your finances, and your fulfillment. And your fulfillment being both professional and creative fulfillment. And then there are 5 daily activities that you're going to use every single day. And this is what I coach my clients with. Number 1, we're going to wake up at a set time. Number 2, we're going to read any book, 15 minutes. Number 3, we're going to write. Write at least 1 page. Empty your mind, clarify your thought. You could write about what you just read, your interpretation of it, or you can write what's on your heart, like what's going on. And you can write letters to yourself. That helped me very early on. Probably one of the first 20 episodes I ever did was about letters to myself. Go back and listen to it. Way back in the days, back in 2017. Number 4, we're going to work out. And when I say work out, I'm not talking about we got to be a health model, cover model here on the cover of Health and Fitness. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about putting some movement in. And then number 5 is designing your day. That's setting an expectation. An expectation so much to what you're going to wear, okay? That sets the tone. You're not just reacting, oh, let me throw this on. Oh, yeah, these pants still smell clean. And then you put them on. No. I'm talking about setting an expectation, what you're going to wear, what you're going to eat. You know you're going to eat, so that way you don't slip and become this fat-ass blob, okay? And then setting an expectation on your day, moving with intention. So that's it. This isn't, it's consistency over intensity. It's what it is. And so if you notice, everything that I just talked about, they're not overwhelming, okay? They're not like, oh my God, I got to have 27 hours to do all. No, it fits right into your day. It fits right into your life. It's just now you have an awareness. And with that awareness is that clarity, and that clarity brings consistency, and the consistency brings momentum, and that momentum is what's going to guarantee you success. I believe you are guaranteed success. You are. It may not be on the timeline or what you initially thought success was, but you're guaranteed success if you just don't stop moving. So this is going to help you become unstoppable. When you get the momentum, think about momentum in your life. When you've had momentum in your life, bro, you're unstoppable. And it's so much easier, isn't it? Once you get this thing going, it's easier to keep it going than get it going. That's what I tell my salespeople all the time. You got a great month going. It's hard. Okay, it takes you like 2 or 3 weeks to get a damn month cranking out. Same thing with our personal life. After a couple of weeks, man, you get this thing and consistently, and you don't give your progress back, and you don't work out of a deficit every single day from the day before, bro, you're going to start feeling better about yourself. You're going to be more clear-minded. You're going to have more energy, and you're going to see this thing. I'm telling you, you give yourself, this is a 7-day reset. You do that for another 7 days, you got this thing humming. So let's quickly go over day 1. Day 1, so it's the 5 skills, 5 activities we're going to do every day. Okay, we've already talked about that across 5 areas. Okay, the first area we're going to hit on has to be faith. Okay, there is a spiritual component to faith. I don't care what you want to call it, whatever it is. There are things that spiritually are going on in your life, and faith gives you something to stretch for. You got to have that stretch. And so if everything is evident, if everything is certain, there's no need for faith. Okay? Faith is having a confidence. I don't see it, yet I believe it to be true. I don't see it, yet I believe that if I just put myself in alignment, that's all faith is an alignment. If I keep myself in position, in alignment, then I'll get there. I'll get the results I want to see. Again, I don't know when. It's what. Okay, when is not up to you. What you do for when it happens is 100% up to you. And the only way that's going to happen is you got to have that faith. You have to. Faith is a verb. It's something that you do. So even when your situation isn't ideal, the faith is what stretches you forward. I mean, and how many times do we get deceived? Don't believe everything that you see. Don't believe everything that you think. And a lot of times, man, if you think about it, we're rocking off of what we're seeing right now or what we've been through. And this just becomes this vicious loop, and there's no faith to it. It's just a carbon copy of the day before. So you're not stretching. And if you're not stretching, man, it's one or the other. You're either stretching or you're shrinking. It's that contraction. You are. And so that faith is the thing that pushes you out. So let me give you a few reflective questions as we work in this first episode about faith. The first question I would ask you is, what do you actually believe right now? And beliefs, I believe you should be making belief. I did some episodes, I don't know, probably earlier in the year. Go back and it's got belief in the title. You should be making your belief. Beliefs are not set it and forget it. Okay? There are beliefs that worked for you at one time. You need to shake them loose. They don't work anymore for you today. They're outdated. You're later on down the road. You're more experienced. So you have to be making new beliefs. You do. And so it is fluid. So you're making beliefs and shedding, discarding the ones that's where confrontation, look, this shit ain't working for me no more. Throw it out. Okay? Make a new belief. Stop rocking off of this old system. Stop using what I mean, you're like the Uncle Rico from Napoleon Dynamite. Like, you know, you're back in your high school days in your mind, like, man, if I could only get to that, man. No. Look, it's not happening. So make a new belief system. There are things about your present circumstances that you're just working, you're just going around in this vicious cycle. It's because you haven't applied faith. Faith is a stretching down the road. I don't know how this is going to all play out. Okay, but I know right now I don't want to stay here. Okay, so that faith is what pushes you out and what puts you back in alignment. There are things that worked for you at one time. They no longer work today. There are things that did not work for you back in the days, but you can use that experience and apply it forward today. And now it becomes a very valuable skill set. It seemed like a waste of time before, okay? But today it's like, oh, glad I went through those things. You never know. So you got to stretch that timeline out. Second question I want to ask you. Where am I out of alignment with my values? Look, values are verbs. And I think people get kind of weird when, what are your values? Okay? We kind of get a little condemnation mode. I don't know, bro. I'm just kind of rocking my days and don't have any value. So I guess that makes me a POS of a person. No, you're not a piece of shit. Okay? Values are verbs. Okay? What are look at it like this. Like if you valued something, I mean, shit, we all value our iPhone, right? So you value this. What do? You protect. You don't just leave it around everywhere. You don't leave it at the store and come back tomorrow for it. No. I mean, you leave your phone at the house. When you're leaving the house, you slam on the oh my God. But you're like, what are some things that you value? So when you value something in life, you actively protect it. You put your time, attention, focus, and energy around protecting it and nourishing it, growing it. So what are some things that you value? Let me give you 5 of them, a starter kit. Number 1, you got to value yourself. You come first. I did an episode on that. Go back and look for it. It should be in the title somewhere. You come first. You got to put yourself first. If you put yourself first, the world gets a better representation of you. Number 2, you got to value your health. Your body is your job. Okay, you don't want to be Mr. Walker with a tennis ball doing the Biden shuffle as you go along. No, we want to be healthy. We want to be strong. We want to be increasing as we get older. Not this, let me tell you about my ailments. I swear, every old man that I meet at the urinal, I ask them how they're doing, and they tell me how they're not doing. I'm like, well, then start doing. So, value your health, number 2. Number 3, value your family. And these are in no order. I think they should all be number 1, actually. So value yourself, value your health, value your family. Valuing your family is being present. Okay, this is something I constantly work on, man. This is something I'm probably a C in because sometimes I get home and there's stuff about the podcast I want to do. There are things I want to read another book. Some days I just don't want to talk. Okay. There are things I need to be helping out more around the house. Okay. And then there are times where I'm like, yeah, okay, this weekend we'll hang out, and then don't hang out. Like, so it happens. I work 10 hours a day. I with the podcast too. My wife's got a gym. She's full time. Like, we're stretched so thin, but we got to remember, man, it's all about the family. And family, when I say the family, it's also your relationships too. That's something that I got to do a better job of doing also. So the value the value is your family, like being present, not just in the same room, but being fully present. Number fourth thing you should value is growth. Okay, complacency should scare the shit out of you. Like all this AI and this technology stuff, like you need to start familiarizing yourself with things. Okay, don't be a know-it-all. Be a know-at-all. I don't know at all. Like this is the spiciness to that. So you should value the growth. And number 5, value simplicity. Simplify your day to maximize your life. This is why I end the episode with keep it simple, keep it moving. Meaning, keep it simple. The complexity is going to rob you. Like, don't get all in the weeds on this. And it's something I got to constantly tell myself. So keep it simple and keep it moving. Keep it moving means that, like, look, you stumble, you fall, go. Simplify it. You got too complex, whatever, you got off track, boom, get on down the road. Look, alignment doesn't mean that you're failing. It means that you're just a little bit out of position. That's all that means. So don't get into this condemnation mode, man. It's about the clarity. And that's all I'm doing with you right now is bringing some clarity on this thing so you can identify, okay? I'm not using faith. I'm working out of certainty. I'm working off of last Monday or the last 5 years ago, the mistake I made, and still just trying to recover. Well, you're recovering, but you're remunerating by recovery. Okay, well, that's not what we want. And remunerating means it's just recycled bullshit, which is why you're like, here we go again. I want to get that out of your mind, man. Like, look, the mistakes happened. You made the course corrections by faith. This is where I want to go. This is what I want to see in my life. Boom, going on down the road. So these 5 daily activities that you apply from your faith: waking up at a set time, writing, reading, working out. Working out is that mental and physical. Like sometimes, man, when I work out, I physically go move, but I'm listening to a podcast. Sometimes I'm just talking to myself and thinking things through. That's that segmented time that you put aside. So it's reading, writing, it's working out, it's and you're living an expectation. You have an expectation about your day. You're putting yourself first. See how all this fits in? And dude, I didn't say regiment, okay, you need to be 27 minutes at the gym. These are the exercises you need to do. No, do it your way. I don't care about that. I'm just saying I care about the activity. How you do it is totally up to you. So that's it. That's faith. So the 3x5 method, it's 5 life skills across 5 areas of life using 5 daily activities. 3x5. That's what that is. So that's faith. That's the only thing. Faith, again, is just an alignment. That's all it is. What I want you to do now, here's your task, here's your homework. I want you to write down in a few sentences. This would probably be your day 1 of writing. Write down in a few sentences, no more than a page, okay? I don't want you to go down the rabbit hole here. But where have you been out of alignment? Just one of those areas. Am I too complex? Am I putting everybody else first and not myself? Am I just not around for my family? Like whatever. And dude, look, let me say this too. Like if your family is fractured, okay, don't get into, hands raised, don't get into like condemnation mode because maybe you blew your family up. Okay, what are some things that you can begin repairing? But you have to repair yourself first, okay? The blow-ups in my life, the times I've blown things up, I had to fix me first. And then it radiates outward. If you're out there just trying to fix everybody else or fix the relationship, but you haven't fixed yourself, you're just going to be the old self trying to fix, and it's going to go right back into the same thing. You are. That's what's going to happen. So fix yourself first. That's why I say put yourself first. This is that time that you set aside, and this is what's important with these reflective questions, that you set that time aside and really have this, again, half hour every day. You don't have to do things for hours and hours. It's what we say, 15 minutes of reading. You could do it 10. I don't care. Some random, it could be 5 minutes. I've done 5-minute readings before. 5, 10, 15 minutes, and 15 minutes of writing. Max 30 minutes. You're worth that, right? Just you and yourself. Just you're worth that. This is really just for you. So where have you gotten out of alignment? Second question I would ask you is, where has your faith slipped? And faith, again, is, I'm saying that you're not stretching, okay? It's a confidence in making progress even though I don't see the result. Okay, what you do is up to you. When it happens, how it happens is not up to you. Just do your part. Let the spirit realm, let God handle everything else. Okay? So where's your faith slipped? And if there's a spiritual component, if you want to look, I wish I was closer to God. You know, if that's important to you, but if you find that you're getting into the rabbit hole on that, just read something from the Bible, read one verse, something, whatever, and just to, again, we're not going down the rabbit hole. We're just bringing a clarity, identification to this. Because if you get too deep into it, man, you're gonna feel dark, you're gonna feel heavy, you're gonna feel useless, and you're gonna quit. So again, I just want to bring a focus on this right now. That's all this is. The faith component is just the focus. Am I stretching, or have I contracted? Am I living out of the past? Am I living out of the present circumstances, or am I stretching to see something? Because if I look for something better, I'm going to find it. If I'm looking to just get out of the same thing, then you're going to be back in the same thing. Third question I would ask you is, where have you made things too complex? I think this is an important question. Like, how can you make things, let me make it more doable. How can you make it more simple? How can I make it more simple? That's what you should say. How can I make this simple? Okay, few things that I have right now. Using your curiosity and your creativity. What do you have access to right now that I can simplify? Like, what has gotten too complex? Maybe you're just like too far out there. Okay, drill it down, bring it back. And your body will tell you, okay? Your days will tell you. And these are where you got to set these non-negotiables, the 5 activities. Those are your NMWs, I call them, no matter what. So no matter what your day looks like, no matter what you have planned ahead, no matter what, I'm going to hit these things. Okay, I'm going to wake up at a set time. If I got to do my things and then go back to bed and rest a little bit more, fine, do it. So wake up at a set time. I'm going to read. I'm going to write. I'm going to get some movement in, and I'm going to set an expectation on my day. See how doable that is? And the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to reflect on that faith. Okay, am I stretching myself forward, or have I contracted a little bit? Hey, good news is you can fix it, and you can fix it right now, and you don't need my help to do that. But if you need my help, be glad to help. Just reach out to me, and we can set something up. All right, let's get out of here. Keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, stay tough. Peace.